Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, the $29,000 or $30,000 new Tesla Model Y is here. We've got big discounts. We've been talking about big discounts for a while on all-wheel drive, but now we've got the cheapest, most inexpensive Tesla Model Y that you can get today. Also has a substantial discount, $6,300 off. So we're going to get to that, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And if you have a question, you want to DM me, you can send it at the Patreon link down below in the description. And we've got a special surprise for people that have a ton of questions. I'm going to give you a free resource that you might be able to link up with. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. Crazy deals. What if I told you you could get a Tesla Model Y today, brand new, a long-range rear-wheel drive for under $30,000. There's actually two of these in the country right now, so of course not widespread, but still very interesting to see that Tesla is putting big discounts, $6,300 off on the cheapest, most inexpensive build that you can get for a Model Y currently. This is a Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive. It's also like a cheap build as well. Not a lot of options, not a lot of frills, stealth gray, 19-inch rims, and also the black interior as well. 5-seater, no 7-seater, anything like that. $6,300 off. And the beauty with this one is that you can still stack on the Tesla referral code, where you can save $500 to $2,500 off of a Tesla, and you could stack on a military discount as well. If you're interested in what that is, you can go to the Tesla military page, and so that you can get yourself verified with ID Me. But crazy to see that on top of this, you could lease this vehicle for $211 a month. So crazy deal, fantastic deal at the moment. Of course, taxes and fees are not looped into that. And if you've got state incentives that could make this even sweeter, you could see you can probably add that on top of that as well. Like states like Colorado that really have really substantial good incentives for leasing Tesla vehicles. And here's a red one, $5,800 off. Here's another one, $6,300 off. We actually put all three of these on our best deal spreadsheet down below in the description. So if you want to take a look at them yourselves, they're the first three right here. You can see $6,300 off, $6,300 off, and $5,830 off. And I really feel like this is just going to get better and better as we get to the end of February and definitely March, because March is going to be the end of the quarter. And I wouldn't feel bad on a lease if you're looking to be getting a lease in one of these, because the interest rate on the lease, especially for the Model Y long range rear wheel drive, is not bad at all. I mean, you can go ahead and go into a local Tesla store and verify yourself with the rep there. But if you do the math, because last time we checked, the Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive has a 2.38% leasing financing rate, because when you lease, you're still paying interest of 2.38%, which is way better than Tesla financing at 5.99%. And so if you don't qualify for the tax credit, or if you just want a lease, if you don't want to get too much commitment, I would say this would be one of those builds where if you're brand new to Tesla, this could be the vehicle that you can get. Like if you don't want to keep searching and looking for other types of deals, like if you need a vehicle now, I would be okay with this lease on a Model Y long range rear wheel drive. And yes, it is a repair demo, but if you're leasing it, then you can just give it back to Tesla at the end of the day with it. But certainly very interesting. I mean, Tesla really seems to be focusing more on the lease aspect aspect of things now, because we haven't had a subsidized incentive financing rate for a while now, since like December 15th. It's been back up to 5.99%. And so really they've been focusing on leasing by dropping the payments. Like right now you can get a Model 3, $249 a month, which is Car and Driver's 10 best cars. And they just dropped that $50 a month. And so they really are trying to focus on the lease aspect of it, because at the end of the day, it's an affordability thing. And so certainly the lower the payments, the lower that people can afford to get into these Tesla vehicles for sure. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. River, thanks for coming in. Travel Guide, great to see you. In A1707, great to see you as well. We got a quick announcement. So I understand that a lot of you might have a ton of questions, a lot of different things. You're trying to figure out what's the best deal, and you want to figure out like credit, best timing, and all these different things, which even model to buy. And so we're starting a new thing. I'm going to see if this is something that you guys would like to do. But basically, I'm going to take submissions, video submissions from any of you out there. And so if you want to record a quick video, ask all the questions you want, and then we'll play it back live on stream, and we'll go ahead and answer all of them so that everybody can kind of go through and see what the answer is. Because the question you have, a ton of people might actually have that question as well. So I went ahead and put that link in the live stream chat, and it's also down below in the description as well. And on top of that, it's on our community page on the post section of the channel. So you can see it's right here. So you can go ahead and submit it there. So of course, quick video, 60 minutes or 60 seconds, a couple minutes, whatever it may be. Maybe write down all your questions and then fire them off one by one. And we'll see if this is good or not, because I really feel like, people like seeing what other people are going through. And so the question you have, 10 other people might have that same exact question. And so I really like that. Crypto Zero, thanks for coming in. Supreme, great to see you as well. In this next topic, the EV tax credit, the $7,500 EV tax credit is on the chopping block. This was actually posted yesterday, and I guess I completely missed it, but senators have proposed killing the U.S. EV tax credit. And so the time might be ticking. If you're looking to get this $7,500 federal tax credit, I mean, we could be 30, 60, 90, 120 days out, maybe 3 to 6 months out. And so if you're a gambling man or woman, then certainly you could try and ride it out all the way till December. But if you're really banking on this $7,500 federal tax credit, you might want to make a sooner decision than later. And that's kind of why we went with ordering a Model Y Juniper launch edition or launch series, because there's a lot of gambling that could be going on. But I really feel like with the valuation, we're essentially paying more, but then we're getting that $7,500 back. And so it's like kind of getting like free full self-driving at the end of the day. And so really the count here is 14 senators have included the Senate, including the Senate Majority Leader John Thune, has introduced legislation to kill it, and they want to kill the used EV tax credit as well for $4,000. The credits would end 30 days after the bill was signed into law. And so I would imagine we're still at least like, even if it passes or whatever it may be, we're still going to be like 60 to 90 days out, but it's on the table now. And so that is a little bit alarming and bad for Tesla at the end of the day. If you want to track the bill and the status of it, there's actually a website called congress.gov. The bill is called Elite Vehicles Act, funny name for sure there. And as we can see right here, the status of it is only been introduced at the moment, but we'll post it in the live stream chat and maybe in the description if we can catch it before them. But certainly very, very interesting. So if you're looking to get into it, let's see what Value Analyst has to say. 16 U.S. Senate Republicans on Wednesday proposed a pair of bills to kill the country's 7,500 EV tax credit and impose a $1,000 tax on EVs to pay for road repairs. Senator John Brasso, joined by 14 senators, introduced legislation to repeal the tax credit for new EVs and kill the $4,000 EV tax credit, end federal investment tax credit for EV charging stations, and end credits for leased EVs. The credits would end 30 days after the bill was signed into law. And so yes, this definitely will hurt Tesla profit margins, or really all electric vehicle margins, if this gets into play for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. River, yeah, the 7,500 tax credit is probably going away. And so, yeah, there's a lot of heat on it at the moment. And so we'll see what happens, because Trump did sign that executive order, but I mean, he really can't kill it. It takes Congress to kill it. A new Model Y, yes. So if you're just joining in, everyone, $6,300 off a long-range real-wheel drive, the cheapest, most inexpensive Tesla Model Y that you can get. If you stack it on with a $1,000 military discount, it goes down $1,000. And if you stack it on with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you get a bigger discount as well. A friend of mine was wondering when the APR rates could drop for the old Y, and also what percentage. My prediction is 1.99 to 2.99 and February, but actually maybe even June, because taking a look at, like, if we zoom out and see like what's the timing of all these different things with the launch series, launch edition, I mean, yes, that kicks off in deliveries March or whatever it is, and then maybe non-launch happens after that, April, May. And so once non-launch actually hits inventory lots, Tesla is really going to need to be able to get rid of some of the older Tesla Model Ys. And so maybe as soon as March for an incentive on the old Model Y, or maybe even Q2, the end of Q2, like a May timeframe, which is the second month of the second quarter. Maybe we see some bigger discounts then. Crypto Zero, thanks for coming in. 172 months, 0%, 0 down. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all waiting for. Supreme, do you have to put $3,000 on a lease? Would it be higher payment with no down payment? Yes, but typically you will have to put at least 10% down. The lowest I've seen is like $2,000 to $3,000 on a Tesla lease. And so that's what the bank wants, whether it's like Tesla Trust Financing, or is if it's Chase, or whichever it may be. In this next topic, mysterious Apple, Rivian, and Tesla potentially collabing. This doesn't make any sort of sense, but Rivian and Apple did post some interesting things with similar date ranges. So Rivian posted this, and Mirage takes shape on February 19th. Apple posted this, or at least Tim Cook posted this, basically inviting people to be introduced to the newest member of the family, also on the same date, February 19th. So potentially, could this be some sort of collab between Apple and Rivian? Maybe the Apple car, the elusive car. I mean, Rivian definitely has been doing a lot of collabs with like Volkswagen and other brands. And so maybe that's something that could be down the pipeline. In terms of Tesla and how they're introduced into all this, Elon did repost the actual post for Tim Cook, but that could be as simple as Elon just giving Tim Cook a nod for coming back to the X platform and advertising and everything. But let us know, would you be interested in a collab? I mean, some people are saying like maybe this is something where the Tesla vehicles would get Apple CarPlay, which I know there's a certain subset of you that would love to have that, but certainly I feel like it doesn't really need it, but still would be interesting at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Supreme, because if you have a car on a lease, wouldn't you waste the money on a lease down payment? No, I mean, it just basically lowers the payment. You don't want to put too much though, because in the event of an accident, like a total loss, you don't actually get your full amount back. But certainly, I mean, as long as you put like 10 to 20%, it's actually okay. Chris, they can cut it off after they release non-launch. Yeah, 100%. That would make sense. I say no point on down payment on a lease because if the car gets in a major accident, there goes your down payment money down the drain. Well, what it is they basically pay the market value of the vehicle. So yeah, you don't want to put too much down, but you also don't want to pay interest on taxes. And so you do want to put like a decent amount down at which is in the middle for sure. Tesla Cart, when you buy your second Tesla, do you use your own link or do you get the loyalty credit automatically? You get the loyalty credit automatically. So there's really nothing you need to do as long as it's in the same account with the email address and everything. Let's see, what else we got? In this next topic, Model Y demand is going through the roof in the China market. It seems like the new Model Y launch series, the Juniper, has had dates pushed to mid 2025. We're still not seeing anything like that on the US market. It still says delivery start in March. But according to a Tesla salesperson, the new Model Y delivery window in China is rumored to have shifted to mid 2025, indicating high demand. I mean, we last looked at numbers, potentially maybe the Model Y launch series in the United States has like 30 to 50,000 orders, which is definitely pale in comparison to the China market, which could be at this point maybe like 150 to 200,000 orders. Tesla is gearing up to scale Model Y production in the Giga Shanghai factory. The demand is reportedly high. There's a post from Zhong Wen. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory starts preparing for a capacity climb of the new Model Y. And so you got to remember here, they had 1 month start. I mean, they had 1 month start announcement, which I feel like at this point, it was kind of weird that they did that. They might as well just waited a couple weeks and just launch everybody at the same time. But maybe it was too much for them to actually, I don't know why they actually structured it that way, because one launched on like January 5th and the other one launched on like January 23rd. It was almost like they should have just done it all at the same time. But the one thing is for sure, in one of those videos that Tesla Silicon Valley actually they interviewed like two engineers and one product, or one engineer of the Model Y and one program manager of the Model Y, and they did say that Model Y production with all four factories has gone online at the same time. And so all four factories are looking to pump out Model Ys. And so of course the China market, I guess, has 1 month start or a couple weeks start than the US markets. Yesterday we talked about this video where we started to see a bunch of Model Y launch series. They are confirmed launch series being produced out of the Giga Texas market, and maybe estimated delivery dates are coming on soon for people that are in the US. But it seems like these videos or these Model Ys are in fact not customer deliveries at all. Shout out to Gregor Truck for posting this. These are destined for showroom for display instead of customer deliveries, which makes sense because I was like taking a look at these pictures and it just didn't make any sense to me. Like, why would people buy a launch series and get the cheaper interior, say not getting valuation of $1,000 there, and the cheaper rims, which the 19-inch rims, instead of getting the bigger rims? And so it kind of does make sense that these are not customer vehicles, and these are vehicles that are just going to showrooms all over the country, because that's probably Tesla's main priority. Like, get these vehicles into showrooms so that more people can see them, more people could potentially place orders instead of vehicles on the road, which makes sense. In other Model Y launch series news, I got this comment yesterday from Charles, and so I just wanted to show it to you all to see if anybody has heard similar things. But Charles wrote, Kansas City Tesla says that they will have two, assuming Model Y launch series or Model Ys, the new ones, two for test drive and one for showroom on February 15th. That's what, 2 days from now. My order was placed on the 8 p.m. day of release. Red, white, 20-inch wheels, March 13th to the 31st. And so let us know. I would love to hear, are other people getting or have heard from their Tesla reps or salespeople that their showrooms are getting the new Model Y Juniper, and are they going to be allowing test drives soon? Because that would be pretty cool if they actually are in a super fast ramp and release. So let us know what your thoughts on that are, and let us know if you've heard anything about that of test drives, because I would love to test drive one, especially before we actually buy it for sure. Supreme, what speaker is the old Model Y run on? I think well, I don't know if it's newer or different. I just know it's for sure more speakers on, more speaker count on the new one. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Hopefully you're doing well and everything. Let's see what else. What else we got? Yeah, what else we got? In this next topic, this is not your average Model Y. Shout out to Crypto Zero for sending us this in the Discord chat down below in the description if you want to join. But this is a crazy build, insane build, which makes the Model Y take it to another level. I mean, what we can piece from this, it looks like they blacked out the headlights, which is kind of interesting. Added some carbon fiber on the front, lower in the bottom, added some rims, red calipers, and everything. But a crazy, I mean, this is definitely a render. We've got a spoiler on the top. We've got a diffuser at the bottom with a third brake light at the bottom right there. Side skirts as well. Very cool to see a Model Y build like this. And this is just the beginning for sure of all these different companies that are going to get their hands on one of these. I mean, what is this company? LiDAR project? I mean, this could completely be a render without a company that actually selling it, but it's a visual artist better known as LiDAR project. So shout out to LiDAR project for imagining a crazy Model Y Juniper like this on a build. But let us know, would you do something like this to your Model Y? I imagine Unplugged Performance is going to do something very soon or very similar, and so we can probably see it. I mean, they did a crazy build on a Model 3 Performance, and so it's going to be coming. There's going to be insane kits, insane builds coming soon for all the different models, including the Model Y, whether it's long range or it's going to be performance in the near future. So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Kobe, if the EV tax credit gets repealed, do you think we'll have to till the end of the year to take advantage of it? I mean, one article says that it could be killed within 60 days of 30 days of signing. And so I would imagine they would give to the rest of the year. But at the same time, every single day they keep it, that's, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars that they're spending. And so if they really want to kill that, I mean, we just need to see what's in this bill on congress.gov to see what's actually in the details and everything. But yeah, I would imagine we've got at least 30 to 60 days before anything happens. But other than that, it's hard for me to predict what could happen. I'm asking because I'm waiting for my clean cars for all grant 10K in the Bay Area. I would love to stack them. Yeah, 100%. How's that process going, Kobe, by the way, on that? Maybe we'd love to send me a DM. I would love to ask you some questions so we can help other people get that same 10K. And I guess, like, how long is it taking? Because that I know it's a lot of money that you can get, but I know it's not as easy as some of the other California programs before in the past. U-Town, picking up my Buster all-wheel drive Model Y on Saturday, $5.1 thousand off. Quicksilver with white, nice build, 0.00207 money factor. And so I'll give you the math on that. Where did my calculator go? It's gone. But I imagine you've calculated that interest rate. That seems to be, if I had to do that off the top of my head, that seems to be like a 5% interest rate, if I'm not mistaken, which is in line with what we've calculated in the past. Or from what we've got. And so, yeah, 4.968. Look at that. It's right on line with what we actually hear. Yeah, right there, 4.97. And so just be aware of that. It is better than 5.99, but it still is relatively high compared to other ones. But I mean, $5.1 thousand or $5,100 discount, very good for sure. Tesla Model Y or iPhone 15 Pro Max. I mean, that's not even the same range, but I mean, technically, I mean, not technically, but owning a Tesla is like driving an iPhone. And so, I mean, certainly it makes your life easier and more efficient for sure. But thanks for jumping in, everyone. Thanks for supporting. We're trying a new thing. So if you've got a question, if you got tons of Tesla questions and you want to film a video and submit it, we've got a new form right here. So you can submit your video question submission, and we'll answer it all live on stream and everything, because I imagine if you've got questions and a ton of other people have questions as well. If you're looking for the link, we put it in the description and also on our community page, this post page on our YouTube channel, and it's also in the live stream chat as well. Steven, I'm planning to get the launch series, but I'm debating on wheel choices, 19 for the better ride quality or 20 for the included cost for the launch edition. Well, I always love just getting the max value, and so I went with the 20s. But I mean, I really feel like if you hate the 20s, you could always just sell them and then buy like a set of 19s afterwards. Nikki, clean cars for all 5 months to award letter. I applied September 1st and just got my letter February 8th. Wow. So that is definitely a long time. I guess there was like a ton of back and forth in terms of like paperwork and verifications and everything. I guess that would make a lot of sense. Sure, I'd absolutely love it. In chatting about it, applied 10/26, just like Nikki actually in that time frame. Still pending review. Estimated review period at the time of application was 90 to 120 days for initial review. Yeah, that is definitely a very long time to get, but I mean, I guess it's worth it. $10,000 for, I mean, 4 or 5 months of waiting time or work. Very cool to see. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.